Okay, so we're going to put the car on axle stands with jacks on level. I'm going to show you how to do it, how I do it. There are lots of other people that do it. I mean, they've got some, if you've got enough room and you've only got one jack, then shopdap.com, he does a really good video on the Mark 7 GTI. I'm going to do the Golf R. It's 4-wheel drive and it's a DSG, so I've got shocks. So so the car decides to roll on the front wheels because obviously the handbrake's on the back. I've got a couple of axle stands and 2 jacks. I'm quite fortunate to have 2 jacks. If your car is low, you're going to need the low profile ones to get under the car. They come with these, which actually sit. They actually put the jack points inside, so it, there's less chance of it moving around. So they came with it. This one is an old one. I have to actually put this piece of wood underneath it so that it doesn't get stuck on any stones or anything. But yeah, let's get on with the video and show you how I do it, how I put the car on axle stands to make the car level, basically. So if you're doing a DSG or a Hell-Deck service or anything where the car needs to be on a level playing field, then you can use this method. Or you could use the method if you wanted to take all 4 wheels off and do all the brakes at the same time. I did back brakes. I'm going to do front brakes on the next video probably, and a GSG gearbox service. So they're going to be next. So let's get it jacked up onto where the jacking points are, and I'll show you exactly where to put your jack and your axle stand on the front and back. I'm going to start with the driver's side first. Doesn't really matter which side you start with, but this is the jacking point for the front. So you can see where this bit lies, this bit here. You can see where your rubber grommet goes, and then this raised part here, the reinforced part, is your bit where it goes. You can tell it's thicker than the rest of it. So you go up to here and all this is a lot thicker. You go further down and it's quite thin. Don't use that bit, use this bit. And then we'll show you the back. That's pretty similar. So again, you've got the bit, the curved bit, and the arrow here showing you that's the jacking point, and then this reinforced part of your jack point where you're going to put your axle stand. So we're going to put axle stand on the back and the jack on the front. So now getting the trolley jack in position. So you need to make sure it's at its lowest point, the trolley jack. Push it down, get it under, and you're turning that in the same way that the car is pointing so that the jack point fits in that slot. Or if you haven't got one of these, then you'll have it on your jack. There'll be a point like this where you have these metal bits here and it fits in, it slots in those. You go under, and you just looking trying to turn it, get it in the best position you can. Obviously, the straighter you can get it, the better you'll be, the better it will be. Just start to that's it. So you just need to make sure that because a couple of times I have caught it and it's gone into the wrong position. So just double checking all the time, making sure that that's in the right position. So I'm going to shorten this jack handle. So because it's close to the wall, I can't really get a good leverage on them. So, okay. So then you want to just, you jack it up. It's quite difficult, so because you've only got half of the jack handle, so it makes it twice as hard to lift the car up. You can put the handle back on if it gets too hard as you get higher. Just something I've been doing. Because it jacks up the back at the same time, you can get your couple more pull on it. Takes quite a long time when you haven't got the space really. And that goes underneath the second jack point, which I showed you earlier. And now is what you can do is lower the jack slightly so that it's at the same height, and then that side is done. And then you move on to the next side and do the same with the other jack and the other axle stand. But I'll show you. I'm going to put chocks on the front passenger wheel now, just in case. It won't roll, but I just want to be safe. So I'm just going to lower it down now onto that, just a little bit. There. Like that. It just went a bit low, actually. Make sure that that's tight. Okay. Okay. It's a bit of trial and error, really. Just making sure that the back's on it, which it is, and the jack is lifted up the front. Make sure also that you've got, let me show you, enough room to get under the car if you need to. That's basically where I put the jack stand. And then at the front, you can see the jack point where the jack is. Now, I've got extra axle stands, jack stands, whatever you want to call them, to put under there to reinforce this. So this, if it ever moves, I've got another support there. So I'm going to wait until I got the other side done and come back. Okay. So put these under here. Okay. It's not going to move. I don't know why I'm doing it. It's just for safety. You can do it, you can't do it, whatever you like. I normally use the old brake discs that I keep as chocks, but I bought these especially to make this video, really, so I could show a bit of safety. So jack points here, jack it up, get the axle stand underneath. That's the car raised at the level. Just turning it so that it slots into the thing, and then there's no way of the jack moving really. Right, so I'm reached it right? No, I haven't. So what I do now, I get another bar. So because the bar is too long, get something a little bit shorter, not majorly shorter. Just to jack it up. Just double check your point, what you've got it on. And it's definitely on the raised bit, which is reinforced. And it will get tough because your bar is shorter. But with this wall here, I can't really do a lot about it. But it's the easiest bet. The best time is when you've only got access to the back. You can do this to the back and put the axle stand at the front if you can't get a jack at the front of the car. If you wanted to put it in a carport, if you're working in the back of the car, you could do this at the front and put the back on axle stands because you can't get jacks to it. But you're just checking now, making sure and it's going up. Okay, let's get the other jack stand, axle stand, whatever you want to call it. Because that wheel is now off the ground. So that can now go there. Okay. And to be fair, I don't need access to the back wheels. If I did, then these axle stands would have to go higher because they're not high enough for the back. The tyre is going to touch the ground, but it's only the front I need to get to. So I really would like to do a bit of work on the front. But this is now in position. And then is what you do. You just want to lower it down a bit, just till it's on the thing. Tighten that up again. There you go. And that is on there. The wheel isn't. If the wheel is actually just touching the ground, but I think that's because of the ground isn't even. So we've got the front up, and now the back seam. It seems to be level. It just seems to be the driveway at the front is a bit lower. But that's basically it. So that's the car. The method that I use to get it on axle stands. Obviously, if you need it higher, or you need to get the but to the back wheels as well, or you want to do the hell decks, then you would obviously raise it higher. But this is the basic method. You can also now, if you wanted to, put axle stands and as an extra support on the subframe, just on the end of the subframe. And if I show you that underneath the car, so that point there, where you see this, you can put an axle stand on here just to give it that extra support. So that is just for demonstration purposes, just to show you to jack up the front, to get the axle stand under the back, chock the front wheel up, one of the front wheels up, jack up the front axle stand at the back again, lower them down so that it's all the same level, and then do your jobs you need to do. Basically, letting it down is the opposite of what you just did. So you jack up the car a little bit on each side, on passenger side first, jack up the car, pull the axle stand, lower the car down, pull the jack out, chocks under the front wheel, back to the driver's side, do the same, jack it up a little bit, take the axle stand out. If you need it higher, you can raise it higher, but always have, I've got 4 axle stands. I'm under that jack point there, well, under that point where the subframe is, that's where I'll put my other 2 axle stands to give me an extra support. But yeah, just like and subscribe. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video. Cheers.